The gym is a place that we go to better ourselves, but the information and the knowledge of the gym goes deeper than you could ever imagine. Today we are going to be looking at the complete entire gym iceberg, from the lowest and most common level of information all the way deep beneath the surface, the craziest and most niche things that people who have been lifting for years probably haven't even heard of. So sit back, relax. Hopefully we can learn something in this video and make you better at going to the gym. Without further ado, let's get straight into it right now. So we are going to start all the way at the top with the most common information, and we're going to start with lifting. Going to the gym and lifting is something that we all do to better ourselves, to make ourselves better, stronger, physically more attractive, whatever it is. No grains is something that you can do in your diet to give you that more healthy carnivore type of diet, and I know a lot of you guys do it. My personal experience is I think the carnivore diet is absolutely fantastic. If you're having trouble building muscle and you're kind of skinny fat in a way, you're not going to be skinny fat for very long if you start eating a carnivore based diet. Meat, eggs, dairy all the time, you're not going to be skinny fat for very long. Our fitness, so that's the Reddit page for fitness stuff in general. I'm currently personally not too active on there. I don't look at it very much, but it is definitely something that I've been to for information. If there's something that you have a question about, that is probably the place to go. Other than my YouTube channel, quick reminder to hit subscribe. But the Reddit fitness page is absolutely fantastic. Hydration is key. Very good tool to make yourself healthy. Make sure you're getting those gains all the way like you should be. Like I said, this is common stuff. You guys probably know a lot of this stuff, but did you know that if you add salt to your water every morning, A, you'll stop getting headaches if you get those, and B, you will be actually better hydrated because you're getting those electrolytes in along with your water. So there's 2 tips on how to get better pumps and not have those headaches right there. 8 to 9 hours of sleep. Now, personally, I don't always stick to that one. I don't get quite 8 to 9 hours. Like last night, I probably got 6, which is fine. You're going to miss some sleep here and there, especially when you're younger. And it's okay when you're younger, in my opinion. But 8 hours of sleep is definitely beneficial if you want to be maximizing the amount of gains that you make when you work out. Hiking and cardio, these are common things. Most people start going to the gym with these things. They either start when they get interested in running or maybe even hiking, and it gets them into the lifting sort of scene. That's how it started for me too. Now, testosterone, if you don't know, it's a male hormone, and that is the building blocks of building muscle. That's the reason why men build muscle a lot easier and faster than women, is because of testosterone. There's a lot of ways you can maximize your testosterone. My personal favorite way to maximize your testosterone, which is actually going to be somewhere in this list, I'm sure, is to eat healthy. When you eat healthy and you avoid microplastic seed oils, your testosterone absolutely spikes. You can genuinely feel it. I can feel it. If I'm having a really good week on the diet, I can feel a lot better, stronger, and ready to attack my day even more than I already am. Next, we're going to move into the second category, and we're going to get into honey. Now, honey isn't just an ingredient that a lot of gym bros like. It's actually known to boost your testosterone and make you build muscle even better. It's also a great carb source, so if you need that little extra fuel before your workout, spoonful of honey or 2, honey on a rice cake, something like that, is actually an absolutely perfect thing to do, and that's one of my favorite things to do before a workout, especially if we're talking snacks. No shampoo. Now, this is one of my favorites. I'm not sure exactly how it got in the gym bro tier list, but I personally don't use shampoo. I clean my hair, but I don't use regular shampoo that's super harsh. That's actually really bad for your hair, and it's definitely something you want to avoid, especially if you have a curly or coily type texture to your hair, like 2B, 2C, even type 3 hair. You do not want to be using shampoo ever. You'll get over the greasiness. It'll go away. Do not use shampoo often, especially the bullshit. Fasting is something I don't do too much of. I eat all the time. It's kind of my biggest problem is how much I eat, but fasting is good if you want a little reset. If you're sick, maybe just give your body a little bit of that resetting time, and fasting is certainly something that you could look into. Organ meats. Now, I think this started with the Liver King, I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about. Eating raw organ meats that those make. For example, if I ate raw liver, it'd make my liver stronger. That's not exactly how it works. That was kind of BS. But raw organ meats do, in fact, have lots of nutrients. All the nutrients you need in a day is in 5 little bites of raw liver. So it's pretty good if you can do it. I can't do it. I don't think it's good, but it's there as a resource if you'd like to try it. Coconut oil. Now that one's interesting. I think that's just talking about cooking with coconut oil in lieu of seed oils. I don't use seed oils anyways, but my personal favorite is olive oil, especially over coconut oil, because coconut oil has that coconut taste to it. Olive oil is kind of more just for the cooking aspect of it. Coconut oil is good, and you can add it to your food, but if you're gonna get like a steak or you're gonna get some eggs even, olive oil is superior to coconut oil, just because the way it cooks, you can use more cooking techniques if you really get deep into it, get a better sear, get that perfect medium rare if you're using olive oil. Coconut oil is good, but olive oil is even better. Zinc and magnesium, these are 2 supplements that you can take. I take magnesium glycinate every single day. Magnesium glycinate is perfect if you want better sleep. If you want to be more calm throughout the day, magnesium glycinate is the way to go. I promise you guys. Take 200 to 400 milligrams of that every single day. Right there. GOMAD. That stands for gallon of milk a day. Now, this is the idea that if you drink a gallon of milk a day, I believe it's somewhere in the category of 140 to about 160 grams of protein if you can stomach that every day. Now, is it the most healthy way to get your protein? No, because protein in most milk is very broken down because milk is pasteurized to make it safer. If you drink raw milk, I suppose that it would be that highest quality of protein, but there are dangers with that. But if you're not a little bitch, go drink a gallon of raw milk a day and see if you can get away with that. Because as funny as it is, that would probably get you the highest amount of good quality protein for a good price if you genuinely want to think about it and you genuinely want to go that far. So we are going to get into this next category with our boy Ziz on the side over there. And that category is going to start with foam rolling. Now, I'm surprised this is this low because a lot of people who just go to the gym to do cardio will sit there with the foam rollers. But I will be honest, foam rolling is a bit overrated in my opinion. It's okay. You can definitely get some good stretching done on it. But the problem with foam rolling is that it's hard to perform correctly. You almost need somebody else to help you to be able to stretch, because if you're just rolling on it by yourself and there's nobody supporting the rest of your body while you're rolling on it, you're not going to get that full stretch. It might hurt. You might tweak something in your back. You have to be careful foam rolling, in my opinion. I think it's very overrated. That's just me. Turmeric and ginger. This is similar to the zinc and magnesium, but these are more natural things that you could just add to your water, add to your diet every day to cleanse your gut. Your gut health is actually interconnected to the rest of your body. There's this thing called the gut skin and the gut brain microbiome axis, which it's just a fancy way to say they interconnect with each other. So for example, if you have really bad acne, there's a big chance that the only thing that's giving you that is your diet. Your diet can literally reflect your skin health, it can reflect your brain health, all of the above. So your gut health is so important in showing, and the way you look and feel, you need to fix that. You need to fix your diet. Like I said earlier in the video, animal-based diet is the way to go. Sleep naked. Now, this is more for comfort in my opinion, but I do also know that not sleeping in certain materials, especially when you're talking about boxers for men, can be better for your testosterone production, because your fellas aren't as cramped up while you're sleeping trying to make all that testosterone, especially if you have like hormone disrupting chemicals like polyester. You definitely want to avoid polyester for your boxers. So either naked, or personally, if you want to do like a pair of cotton boxers, that's not going to hurt anybody, but that's definitely a tip for your testosterone production right there. Sun tanning is absolutely perfect for your testosterone and your gym progress, because that's how you get an influx of vitamin D. Vitamin D is the building block. It's almost like a nutrient. It's not just a vitamin. You need vitamin D in your body, and you need a lot of it. If you don't get it, if you're in a coldy climate, you definitely want to supplement with vitamin D every single day, up to 5,000 IUs. That's what I do, 5,000 IUs per day. Ashwagandha. Now we're going to get into something here that I don't like. I think ashwagandha is totally overrated. I think the feeling of apathy towards the entire world, which you do feel when you take enough ashwagandha over time, is a terrible feeling. You should be in love with life without supplements that affect your mood. Ashwagandha is going to get a big thumbs down for me. Coffee maxing, great way to get your caffeine. Pineapple. I'm not going to get into this one too much, but if you know, you let me know in the comments why pineapple is on this list. Rucking. Now, this is a common military technique to build endurance. If you don't know what rucking is, it's basically running with a weighted vest. And it's hard. It is harder than it sounds. But when you run with a weighted vest and then you run without a weighted vest, it's like night and day. So if you need to run for anything, run with a weighted vest for a while so the regular running seems easier. Cable core exercise. Now, there's different core exercises that you can do, and probably the best ones are with cables. When you take the tricep ropes, put them around your neck, get on your knees and do that up and down motion. That's probably the most popular one, and that's really one of the only ones that actually works to build your abs. They say abs are made in the kitchen, but they're made in the gym as well. You need to work them out just like any other muscle. That cable exercise, the one I was just talking about, that's the best way to build your abs, in my opinion, from a gym standpoint. Next, we're going to get into the next category with Rich Piana, the legend, on the side. And we're going to start out with shaving your head for vitamin D. Now, this is kind of a joke. Literally shaving your hair so you get more skin exposure, so the sun can see your skin more, so you absorb more vitamin D. I don't know anybody who genuinely had a vitamin D deficiency who didn't just supplement with it and try to get more sun instead of shaving their head. But I guess if nothing else is working, you could shave your head, so there's an idea for you. Me personally, I'm not shaving my head. Raw food. Now, this gets into the organ meats that we were talking about earlier, but eating your food raw keeps more nutrients in it, but it's also dangerous in some instances. I think they say that as a matrix attack. Don't eat raw meat because it's so healthy for you. So if you want to eat your raw burger, if you think it's going to help you, if you want to eat a raw steak, hey, this is not medical advice, but do your research. But that's something that I'm not opposed to. Charcoal cleanse. Now, charcoal is very cleansing to the body. Just talking about that. Cleansing your body in general is very good. Like I said, with the turmeric and ginger, it's probably the way I would do it. Or just fasting for a little bit is the best way that I know to cleanse your body. Water filters. Now, this is huge. There are certain websites you can go to. If I can find the name of them, I will put them right here. But your tap water is not clean at all. There are so many chemicals in your tap water, especially if you live in a city. I know my tap water in my city is terrible. So what you need to do if you want to retain your health through your water is reverse osmosis water. Now, you can go to Whole Foods and you could fill up a jug of reverse osmosis filtered water, or you can get a reverse osmosis filter in your house installed for just a couple $100. Expensive, but it's definitely worth it because it just cleans all your water, gets the fluoride, gets the literal chlorine out of your water. Like the chlorine that they put in pools that's like bleach, that's in your water, and you drink that every day if you don't have a filter. So get a reverse osmosis filter. You want to stay healthy. Barefoot. So that's something I want to talk about, is grounding. So not having shoes or socks on and physically grounding yourself towards earth. What that does is, and all you have to do is literally stand anywhere on the earth that's natural earth, like grass or sand or anything, without shoes or socks, and that grounds you. So what that does is it makes your cells go from acidic to alkaline. It turns down the acidity of all your cells. And cancer, mind you, needs an acidic environment to grow. So if you want to reduce your risk for cancer, this isn't, I don't know of any studies that have this direct link, but it kind of seems to me like, and I've heard this talked about before, that grounding yourself and alkalizing all your cells would be a good way to prevent anything like that from happening. And it's good for the gym too. We're gonna, that is the most aggressive steroid you could take. That's what that guy on the side of this tier is probably taking in that video. I'm gonna talk much about that. I don't want to get demonetized, but yeah, jump rope is one of the hardest cardio exercises you can do. It's literally insanely hard after like minutes straight. The boxer, this is what we used in boxing always to just get your cardio up and get you ready to a few rounds in the ring. So jump rope is one of my favorites and one of the best cardio methods if you really want to get in that zone to heart, cardio. Thyroid hormones. So we're going to get into this next tier here, starting out with Thyroid hormones. Now, this is where it starts to get interesting. Your thyroid is a gland. It's kind of in your neck, around this area, actually. And it can help with your testosterone production and those glands in there. This is kind of really deep into it. Most people do not have a thyroid problem. If you think you have a thyroid problem, go talk to a doctor. But if you do not have any symptoms of that, just don't worry about stuff like that. Exotic meats. Now, I think we're talking about venison, bison. We're talking about these more kind of meats that you can eat. Personally, I love venison. Venison is deer, if you don't know, and if you've never tried it, you need to try it right now. Venison is one of the most nutritional, tasty, and amazing, most healthy meats that you can have. I think it's my personal favorite probably, and if you never had a venison steak, it's even better than a regular steak. So go try that literally as soon as you can. Go to the store. You could buy it at the store. Go buy some venison. Rare mushrooms. Now, there are certain mushrooms that are very good for you and said to be gut cleansing. I'm not talking about any of the crazy mushrooms, but if you want to look up, like I said, not crazy mushrooms to eat, if you like mushrooms, they could be very good for your diet and very good at cleansing your gut. Now, this one is interesting. I haven't heard this one talked about too much. 432 hertz. This is the frequency that music is played out of commonly. When you go on Spotify, you go on YouTube, all the sound that's coming out is coming out at that frequency. No matter what your notes or whatever, it's all that frequency. Now, it is said that this frequency is bad for you and it actually disrupts your brain. And this could be some sort of matrix attack to infiltrate your brain and get you stuck in memory loops. Could that be going a little far? Possibly. Could that also be very true? Possibly. Different frequencies you can look up. YouTube does have this. If you look up like hertz or 600 hertz music instead of the regular 432 hertz, a very interesting feeling when you're listening to the same songs. So if you want to kind of get in more of a flow state, maybe listen to music in frequencies than 432 hertz, which you can find on YouTube. Tanning your testicles. This is known as sunning your testicles or getting direct sunlight on that area to boost testosterone production. This was started by the Liver King. Do I think that this is true? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I probably don't try it, but if you want to try it, you go ahead. It's not much I can say about that. Salt. I don't know why salt is so deep. Is literally one of the most important things. If you want to get a crazy pump, add salt to your pre-workout. If you want to stop getting headaches, add salt to your water. Is absolutely amazing for everything gym related. Energy, endurance, muscle growth, all of the above. Get your electrolytes, eat your salt. Dead hangs are one of the best ways to decompress your spine. If you don't know what dead hang is, literally where you go, pull up bar, grab it, and instead of doing a pull-up, you literally just hang there. You disengage all your muscles except for your hands and your forearms and let your body hang. The longer you can do it, the more decompressed your spine will be, and it genuinely builds strength in your hands and your forearms. So good grip strength exercise and great for your back, your spine, your entire posterior chain. Next, we are going to get into the bottom of the iceberg, not quite below the iceberg yet, but one of these last categories. We're going to start with the 8-hour arm workout. Now, this was popularized by Rich Piana, who was in one of the tiers above. This is literally an 8-hour arm workout where you do curls like 5 minutes, and then you do hammer curls. It's literally just working out your biceps for 8 hours. It's insane. Said in the famous video that it made his arms like 2 inches bigger doing that arm workout. You want to make your arms 2 inches bigger, I guess that's probably the only way to do it within a day, if that even works. It doesn't, but you're probably going to injure yourself, so I would avoid that workout unless you're on a bunch of substance we were talking about earlier that I won't name again, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Deep web image boards. I think that they're just talking about icebergs, like what I'm doing right now. Not sure. Could be wrong, so I'm not going to talk about that too much. Not washing your hands for your immune system health. Yeah, this is some weird shit, like washing your hands, your hands. You wash your hands every 30 seconds after you one thing. No, you should let some germs collect on your hands so your body's fighting them off. It's true, but if you just got back from the gym and you maybe took a piss, probably wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's not gonna kill you. Isolation. one single muscle. Now this sounds like a simple concept, but it's something that it takes forever to get good at. Like, you're doing a bicep workout, you're actually working out like biceps, your elbow flexors are being worked out, your front delts from holding the weights, your chest is going to be clenched. And you get so good at it until you get so in tune with that mind-muscle connection and that perfect form. Almost hard to get perfect isolation in any exercise, but once you get good at it, you're going to build muscle a lot faster. So definitely focus on that and focus on getting better at that. That kind of goes along with the muscle control one we see right there. Skin brushing. Now, you have a lot of dead skin on your entire body, your dead skin cells, literally everywhere. So there's a theory that, I'm not a theory, if you literally, I'll show you guys right now, I get my arm right here. If I go like that, there's now hundreds of thousands of dead skin cells just floating through the air right now. It's like dust. That's what dust is. It's like dead skin. If you guys didn't know, keep you awake at night a little bit longer. The idea is that if you just do that all the time, your skin will be smoother and you'll boost your collagen production. I do know that if you've ever heard of like dermaplaner or like a derma roller, actually it kind of stabs like these micro cuts to your skin. You just stab your face and it kind of collagen production. People do that with their hairlines as well when they're receding. I don't have that problem, thank the Lord. But yes, I don't know why this is in a gym tier list, but it's there, so we're talking about it. And I don't see anything else in there I want to talk about in that one, so we're going to move to the next one right here. And we're going to start with gallon of blood a day. Now, I don't know why. I don't know what that means. If you want to research that one, this is your homework. Figure out what gallon of blood a day means. And hope it has nothing to do. You know what? I'm going to let you guys figure that out. Go on Google after this video, and then let me know in the comments what the hell that's supposed to mean. Gravity training. Now this is literally a concept of like gravity to help you resistance train. This is literally the most basic, like, I don't know why it's so deep in the iceberg, but you need to use gravity as your friend. When you're holding a 50-pound weight, the only reason it weighs 50 pounds is because of gravity. That's the only reason, right? So if I'm doing one of them like curls, but I'm not going straight up and down because the earth is pulling that 50 pounds closer to the earth, but I'm going like in the back, it's not doing nothing. There's no gravity there. You're just moving around a weight. You need to make sure that in your way down and your way up, you're going against gravity, and then gravity's pulling it back down. You're going against gravity, and gravity's pulling it back down. That's the only way to effectively train. Cannibalism. Got me. We're getting too deep in the iceberg for even me. I don't know why. I don't know. Don't do that. Magnetism. Interesting. Now let's talk about magnetism for a second. Magnetism is the feeling that people get when they're around you. In other words, some people have strong magnetism. Some people, when they walk into a room, the eyes go to them right away. Other people have no magnetism. They can walk into a room and nobody even notices. Whether you make a sound, whether you don't make a sound, whether you say something, if you have strong magnetism, people will notice when you're in their presence. That's what magnetism is. A great way to build that is going to the gym. Making yourself a bigger physical presence definitely improves your magnetism. And if you want to get better with having friends, you want to be more of an extroverted person, you want to get more dates, magnetism is a huge thing to master. And there's plenty of resources on that. And I actually have a video on that, so go check out my channel for that video right now. Hibernation, yes, for 8 months out of the year is actually optimal for gain. So definitely sleep for 8 months out of the year for sure. And we're going to get into this last category here. It's a little bit blocked by my face, but you're not missing much. Extra testicles transplant. So yeah, you can get an extra testicle installed on your body. It's like an update, kind of like DLC. And you produce more testosterone if you do that. So yeah, go to your doctor and ask him for that. And you know, I guarantee if you ask them for an extra testicle, they'll prescribe you with something. You'll get something from that. So definitely go to your doctor. Uranium calories. Now that is taking the dirty bulk as far as you possibly can. Basically, uranium is like substance with the most amount of calories on Earth, like thousands of calories and just like a little bit of uranium. You eat uranium, die. So yeah, not the best strategy in execution, but in theory, hey, not a bad way to bulk. Radiation. Sure why that's here. If you guys know, let me know. That one's blocked by my face, but that's what it says. In the park, that's all the way to the bottom right there. In the park is the best way to get your cardio. And the reason it's the best way to get your cardio is because it's literally getting yourself in touch with the earth, in touch with your environment. Genuinely jogging in the park, like stuff aside, great way to go get your cardio. You should definitely try it. Don't know why it's all the way at the bottom. Pretty sure that's like everybody starts out doing before they go to the gym. But yeah, in the park, do that. I'm not going to talk about that one. Don't want to get demonetized. We are going to end it on this list with chocolate milk. Chocolate milk has an insane amount of calories, lots of carbs, lots of fat, and lots of protein. So if you're trying to bulk, chocolate milk is one of the most fantastic things that you could just literally drink a shit ton of it and get a ton of calories in a bunch of different forms. And it's not the most unhealthy thing. It's a lot of added sugar, but other than that, it's not too bad. If you're lactose intolerant, I'd probably stay away from chocolate milk. Just kind of general advice there. But yeah, milk is not a bad way to get an insane amount of calories. So that is going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you learned something in this video. We went through the entire gym iceberg right there. If you learned something, let me know in the comments what it was. If you want to know something else, let me know in the comments. I appreciate you guys for watching. Likes, go do something else. Go make your day productive. And it's time for you to get out of here.